चलिए in this section we are going to discuss about the deployment of the containers, how you can deploy the containers. It is quite easy. You will have just a single tool. It is called Docker, which you can use for the downloading the image and the configuration files. Either you can create your own configuration file, then you can push your image any location where anybody else is download the same image. So what is the basics operation? Basic operation is select the container engine. Engine means you want to install the Docker. If you want, either you can install the another container engine. I have told you already. So first you need to select the container engine. So Docker is one of the popular uh, container engine, so you can use it. Now you need to select the image, like I want to select the image for the CentOS. Either I want to use the image of the Kali Linux, either I want to use the image of any operating system. You can choose a appropriate image as per your requirement. Whatever the requirement you have, you can use that image. Then run the image as a container, including the Docker files or the configuration files. Simply you will run the image. It will be scratch image, means nothing will be installed. You will have to install everything. So when you will create a configuration files, so based on the files, when you will run the image, it will install the configurations, install the apps, and do the configurations as per requirement. But it, and what are the commands which can be used inside the Docker, means you are running the Docker. You will have to use the Docker, and then you will provide the commands like Docker and the commands. So Docker commands are here: pull, push, run, and ps means list of the containers, how many containers you have created. अब देखोगे नहीं तो फिर कैसे पता लगेगा कितने आपने कंटेनर बना रखे हैं. So ps command is used to list the containers, run command is used to start any specific container, and push command is used upload your image to the registry or the repository and download an image from the repository or the registry. Generally a storage area where the other person as well as you can upload and download images. So how can you do it? I will show you in a demo. Like here, the simple command is docker pull and alpine linux. This is the name of the Linux, and pull this particular image. Either you can write alpine linux, either you can use the docker and alpine. So like sudo docker pull alpine, so it will download the image, and then you will have to use the configuration files to do the configuration. Okay, and approximately 50 70 MB size of these images, because these are the templates, because library and shared libraries will be used from the host OS. So if you want to display the image, so you can use the docker image command to display the images, how many images you have downloaded. Ubuntu and Alpine is downloaded, and you can see, check here the size. Ubuntu only 72.8 MB and the Alpine Linux only the 5.57 MB. It is similar as your image, as your photo. When you are clicking the photo by using the ultra camera, high megapixel camera, so you will get the more size of the image. So if you want to run the container, here is the commands where you can see the container. And if you want to run the Ubuntu or the Alpine container, so you will just give the docker and run, then provide the image name. So here it is, the image ID. You can provide this and hit enter. Display the running containers. Use the docker ps-a option, which is used for the managing the containers, and everything you will have to manage by yourself. Now the question is this: you have downloaded the image, started the image. Now where you will get the containers? Where you will get the configuration file? So here the configuration file, this one This is the content which is exists inside the file here from Alpine Linux, and run the aptk install nano. Same the configuration you can do here. Okay. So the container will be generated combination of the Docker file and the image. Okay, image what you have downloaded. So how you can do that? Customize the image or make the changes. So you can write docker build --tag and alpine. So it will build the container for you. So later on, because the container is a portable, you can port from one system to another system. So you can use the container whatever the build, you can use this container for moving one area to and one location to another location. Okay, so how you can do that? Run this command. Which command? Docker pull and Alpine Linux docker pull. Now docker images for the checking the images, and run this command for the running the container. Use this container ID. If you want to stop any container, you can use the container space the space ID. Now what are the commands which can be used with the Docker container? So Docker container command can be used like commands and the sub commands. Sub commands are here the start, stop, restart and ls for the list of the existing containers. Got it? So this is quite simple here, and some are public registries and some are private registries. Public registries which is available for everyone. Everyone means any person can download the file, download configuration file, download the image, or download any container what you have uploaded. So if you have uploaded on the public registry, so everybody can use it. If you want to make your private only use inside the organization, so you can make the private of the registry, so no one else can download or use your image what you have created. So Docker Hub actually one of the example which is used for the downloading the container end. So enable the container orchestration by providing the authorized available repository of the container images where the image has been stored. Okay. Now the biggest question is this: if you have created a container, you have stored some data. Whenever you will remove the container, the data will be removed. Whenever the container will restart the fresh, it will restart the fresh. Storage, there is a no storage. So that is the biggest problem. So you will have to create a persistent storage inside a Docker, inside the container. Because container is a stateless, it is not preserve any type of the information when it is stopped. So container persistent storage is the external to containers and maintain the information when the container is stopped. You can create a persistent storage which may be the external or anyone else location or store on it. Maybe the information the container is created, or maybe the information the container needs to be accessed. Both type of the information you can store in a persistent storage.